Look at this. Luck of the draw. Finally get to see one. 1957 Plymouth Fury. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, it'll be Christine. Yeah, right. Show me what you got, baby. You know, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a 1960. Okay. All right. It's a 57? Yeah, that's what I figured. But the plate says 60. I get it. Oh, it's a historical plate. This here, right here.
What's the question?
No, what year was it?
57.
Yeah.
58 had the dual headlights.
Right.
It had the lines going this way.
Yeah.
I was always a fan of the 57. That's why I got this.
Yeah.
I had
This was
I had this from 1964.
All right.
I have to tell you, I'll admit it. I drag raced at a lot of tracks.
Right.
I was street racing too. I even raced in Bedford-Stuy on Bedford Avenue. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Back
knew
then?
the Mupp Brothers back then.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you could.
Huh? 440? Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that on Bedford Avenue back then. Where did you start?
I was from East New York.
Yeah.
So we raced it all around. But here's the thing. Bedford Avenue, if you remember, at one point, it goes this way. It stops. It's a long one where you can't go through. There's no roads going through.
Right.
So the police would come, and it would be like Times Square, people all over. And the guys would come through with a hat. You take your wallet out and you throw a buck in. And a buck was a lot of money in 67, 68.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't like, whatever. So you throw a buck in the hat, the guys would collect it all, and the two cop cars would come down. And they would come together, and the guys would come over and they'd read the rules. All right, you guys are going to start racing. How many races you're going to have? All right, we're going to block that road off. Block this road off, and we're going to have two guys on the front for the other roads down there. Nobody's getting through. So you race 2 races, we're going to let the cars go through. Stop. You race 2 more races, that's the way we're going to do it. Anybody crashes or gets hurt, we're writing you guys off.
Yeah.
And they say, that's fair. And then they give them a whole shitload of money to the cops, and they split it between it, and everybody was good. And I went there many times and never seen a fight. Never seen anybody have problems.
Hold up.
And the police never did anything, and nobody ever crashed.
So you ran from Atlantic to where, to Flushing?
No, they ran like a quarter mile. That's all.
Oh,
all right. So it was like
Gates Avenue, something like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, I know Bedford Avenue.
So it's a quarter mile. And I remember, I don't remember the name of the gas station, but the Mupp Brothers had their gas station right there. And the Mupp Brothers would, I forget the older brother's name, but Ron Lyle went on to run a Pro Stocker.
Yeah.
And if you look at Ron Lyle, you'll see it, his cars. And he was a smart guy because he knew a guy coming off the street, you're not going to build a car right off the bat to compete with the. So he bought the cars from Ronnie Sox. He bought Ronnie Sox's 1 and 2 year old cars, and then repainted them in his colors, and then had those guys help him with this, help him along with it. So he was competitive, and he ran really good. He was a guy from Brooklyn, so it was cool to have somebody from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, all right. No, I was just. We were talking because I mentioned 57 that every state didn't have the.
That's right.
Every state, Chrysler came out with two bezels.
That's right.
Depending on what state you were in.
That's right. 58, some states had the 57, some had the dual headlights.
Right.
Very rare though. Even then.
Yeah.
But by 58, all of them had.
I remember a bezel like this on the Dodge. The Dodge was like the Dodge Phoenix or something like that.
Yeah. And this is the driving lamp.
Yeah. See, I didn't. That's what I didn't know what that was when I. All right. Okay.
The blinker, and if you put your driving lamps on without.
Yeah, they used to call it the super light or something like that.
No. It's just a little, like a blinker light. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Like on a modern car.
Okay, all right.
It just blinks, and it's white. You can put an orange in there. Later on, people will put an orange when they changed it. I left it white. I'm not putting an orange in there. I left it white. And pretty basic car. I still drive the thing without seatbelts.
Yeah, of course, right.
It doesn't need them. It's grandfathered out.
Right. Seatbelts like 66, right? Plus
something like
that.
Federal
law
66.
66.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like Jay Leno said something like that.
My cousin 67 had it. My uncle 66 Rib had it. Yeah.
All right. So what does this do? That's your heater core?
You know what that is?
What is it?
That's a vacuum canister for the power brakes.
Oh yeah?
Listen to how this works. This is a great system that they should still use. This piece here doesn't push on this.
Right.
It pushes a lever that pushes on this. So it's power assisted. If this breaks, it doesn't make a hard pedal here.
Right.
All you'll have is manual brakes, and they're easy to push. But if this is working, it makes it really easy to push. So this is working, and it has a tank that holds the vacuum. big cam, you don't lose it. Chrysler did that from the factory, and it's supposed to go here, and it's a big ugly thing. So I drilled 2 holes and I ran it through and I made a bracket, and it's underneath the fender. You can see it from under there if you look underneath it.
Oh, okay.
All the way on the top of the fender under there. See it?
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
put it under there.
They had the Hemis in these, didn't they?
Never. Plymouth didn't have a Hemi until the 60s. Plymouth never got a Hemi back in the 50s when all the others did because it was a cheap car. And even the Fury didn't get it. It got the Poly 318 with 2 4-barrels on it, which is what this had, 290
So
horsepower.
this would have never got, like, because it wasn't like a 361, a golden line. That was a Hemi, right?
No, that was this.
That was this?
Like this, yeah.
Oh, wedge,
and that
all
would
right.
have been in 59.
Oh, so that was a B block.
50,
Okay,
58
all right, all
was
right.
the first B block, and that was a 350.
Right.
They were the low block, big B block.
Right.
And then this is a raised block. They went 350, 361, 383, 413, 426, 440. What is a 440?
Right.
Well, the original motor was a 318 with 2 4-barrels on it.
Right, so probably, okay.
290 horsepower. And that ran pretty good. It was, it wasn't a bad motor. It was a pretty good motor.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And then I put this in, and then I had a 6-pack on this for 30 years. I got tired of rebuilding the carburetors.
Yeah.
So I went to a 804-barrel on Edelbrock Perform RPM. Runs really good, easy to start, smooth.
Electric ignition, let's see.
That's an O'Malley ignition. See the old top on it? Where you
Right.
plug them in, you screw it. I got guys offering me stupid money just for the cap.
Just for the cab.
They can't find it.
They can't find it. I have another one. I have 2. I won't sell them.
No.
Yeah.
How you gonna tune your car up? You know?
Yeah. I got them from S&K Speed about
This.
20 years ago. I was in there and I told him I needed the cap. So the guy said, he goes in the back, he says, I have one of those still. He says, actually I have 2. You want them? I said, yeah, give me both. I sold them for the price in the catalog. They were like $12, something like that. So I bought both of them.
Good
I have
luck.
this one and a replacement.
You'd never find that now.
No.
This is awesome, man.
The
They
guys
got,
sell the used ones for $120.
got the body number there, comes down the assembly line, Lynch Street, Jefferson Avenue. Oh, yeah. Oh, this. And then
The buckets from
got the
64
moon,
Plymouth.
got the moon seats, and the
Yeah,
moon
these
wheels
are
on
64
it.
Plymouth buckets. They only
right.
came with bench seats, so I
Yeah,
put these,
okay, so-
I put these in and I put the 4-speed
64 Belvedere.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a Fury.
Yeah.
See there.
No, but the seats were from a Belvedere.
The seats were from a Belvedere. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So Fury, look at that. Oh my goodness. Because I know for 57, the Fury. Oh, pardon me.
That's okay.
The Fury only came in one color,
White.
white.
And
it
in
had
58, it came in beige.
yeah. It came in yes.
That's what this was originally.
Yeah. So
Then
see,
it
with
was
the, got the
black,
stripe, right?
black primer. Then it was deep metallic red. Then it was in gray primer for a long time, and then I painted it this color in 1981.
Nice.
Yeah. You can see, if you look over here, see the waves in the fender?
Yeah, I see
That's
it.
not bad bodywork.
Right,
Those are
right.
fiberglass fenders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a race car. This has a straight axle from a Ford Econoline on it.
Jeez.
I lowered the nose down when I
This
stopped
thing.
racing.
Oh yeah. See the eye beams down there, right?
Yeah.
Chock full of surprises, man. This
Yeah,
car-
and this is fiberglass. That's why they're wavy. They're not meant to be replacement. These were race fenders, and they were made light. So this is right here. See that crack?
Right, I see the
I
crack.
won't-
Yes, where's it?
well,
Right.
not that one, but you see that crack?
Yeah, I see.
You know why I won't fix that? Because in 1971, with me and my friend Anthony at Englishtown, I lifted the wheels about 4 inches off the front, and when it came down, it cracked.
Yeah.
So I won't change it.
I
won't
believe
fix
that. Yeah.
That's like a, that's like,
A souvenir.
yeah, I know, right? Red badge of courage. Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
And that
So-
was the one and only time they came up. Must have had exceptional traction.
Yeah.
That day, that's all they could figure, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would think you'd would have been able to do it more than once with this.
No, it usually broke the slicks loose and it came out. It came out strong though. Yeah.
Nice.
When I raced it, I always raced with a modified automatic. They always beat the sticks. I love the 4-speed, but for racing, I always had a modified automatic, and they would jump at it off the line.
Particularly the Mopar automatics, they were
Yeah, they were the torque lights.
tough to beat.
Yeah, right.
I had
727.
one from Fairbanks Automatic in Connecticut, and they did the transmission and the converter.
Yep.
And we had a guy, which I don't know if they're still around, I doubt if they're still around, but it was called Vitar, Vinny Tarantola, and he did trannies I think he was in Brooklyn. And I went there once and I got bad vibes. My vibe was that I don't really care about your car, but we want to take all your money.
Oh yeah, well that was like motion in bowling.
Exactly. Thank you. I had an issue with them too.
My cousin damn near killed Joel Rosen.
Yep. Those guys just stuck stuff on cars and they weren't knowledgeable at all. Yeah, really.
My cousin's 68 tri-power vet, right? He had the 427 redone by Rosen.
Yeah.
Didn't put oil in it. He rolled it out by the time the apron, you know, he got out off the apron. Boom! And Rosen said, tough luck, and he said, tough luck for you because you're going to be dead before the cops get here.
And you know what? I have to tell you something. My friend Lucky had a 67. My friend Lucky had a 67 Corvette, black with the hood with the silver stripe around it.
Yeah.
427, 435 with the pipes on the side.
Yeah.
And he had motion through the motor on his, and he blew it after about 3 weeks.
Yep.
And they didn't want to do anything for him.
Wow.
Yeah, they did though. They gave him his money back.
Yeah, my cousin got his money too.
Yeah. He basically said, "You're gonna give me my money back, or my boys are gonna come down here, and you'll be very sorry." And they just gave him the money back.
So what's the rear end of this? 8 3/4?
It's an 8 3/4, and I got 391 years in it. When I raced, it was a 456.
All right.
But that's too much.
It's too much on the street, right?
And I have to tell you something. I've been driving this a lot lately, and I'm come to the conclusion that over the winter, I think I'm going to go down to 355s on this.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Because I don't race it.
Right.
And
You want
this car has enough torque to pull 355s.
Right.
And it'll be much nicer.
on the highway?
Yeah, on the highway and even locally.
Yeah, locally. Yeah, right.
Even locally.
And at
So
$4 a gallon, you want to get your mileage will increase. And, but you want to have to scream either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's about 2,900 at 62 miles an hour.
Right.
So that'll bring it down to about 2,500 RPM.
Right.
So it'll be a lot nicer
Definitely.
to buzz around with, you know.
Beautiful interior.
Thank you. And that seat's like brand new because my little 120-pound wife sat on that her whole life.
Right.
And then this is my big fat ass sitting on the seat wearing it out, driving it all the time.
Right.
But I had these seats done in 1968.
Not bad.
Crazy.
So it's drum all around then?
No, I put discs in the
You got
front.
disc in the front?
It's got Lincoln rotors with GM calipers on it.
All right.
And it stops real good, actually.
Yeah, of course. You know,
Stops real good.
Those Ford rotors are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, same bolt pattern.
Yeah.
Slips right on.
Right. 4.5.
Yeah.
Right.
Slips right on.
Right.
It's like it was such an easy conversion. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And the way I found the conversion is this place in Oregon. This is years ago. I did this. A place in Oregon did custom disc brake setups, and it happened that their vehicle that they used for their company was a Ford Econoline.
Right.
So they made a setup to fit the thing, their car, and then they just put it on the internet so anybody could buy it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's over-the-counter stuff. You just go get stuff parts from Pep Boys, stuff like
That's
that.
it,
Right.
yeah. And I have a book for this car that I kept that you can go engine, transmission, rear end, interior, all the parts, and I list where I know the part number I listed, and if I don't know the part number I put a description of what it is. So if my son gets this car after me, which he will, and something goes wrong, open the book, there it is.
There it
You
is.
don't have to guess. What did Dad use here?
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah. What did Dad use? Whoa, the caliper's bit. That's a GM caliper from 1984.
That's the worst part, trying to guess what the guy did who built the car. You don't know.
Exactly.
You know?
I've run into that with helping my friends with their cars.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What the hell is this?
Especially when you get these resto mods when they put the Hemis in the new cars. You don't know, what kind of electrical. What did he do?
Yeah,
So you got to bring it back to the guy that built the car because I don't know what he did.
And if he's still around.
And if he's still around, if he's still in business.
You're leaving? Okay.
All right.
That time of the day.
Yeah, 1957 Plymouth Fury. First time. It's another first I've seen. I've never seen one in person. You've seen one on TV. But like these,
Hey, Petey.
I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is getting sunset, but see with the Fury. Yes, he had it painted. This was the original Fury colors for 1957, but he had it painted several times. This is just awesome, man. You know, I'm not going to be, it's sunset, so by the next 20 minutes, it's going to be darkness. So I'm not going to be able to see half of, I'm going to have to mix and match the cars that I want to see. Yeah, open my one. Boundbrook? Bridgewater? Oh, there's supposed to be one in New Jersey, so. Well, here you go, folks. This is very attractive. I would daily this thing if I owned it. And that's exactly what he does. So over the wintertime, he's going to change things up.